Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. We are still in Egypt. And this is a time, dear ones, all of you here and listening, where we are honoring the feminine. This has been a subject of mine for some time. And over the last 30 years, we have slowly revealed that the genders are indeed different, as you know. But not just thinking different. They have different tools. And the feminine has always had a greater intuitive tool. And we have told you this many times. If you take a look at the history of metaphysics, you will find the leaders and the attendees are mostly female. It seems like intuitively they are pulled to the truth of all of these things, that women have a better idea of shamanship and also of the magic of love. At this particular spot, it's called a mortuary temple of a queen, with a history to go with it that is very much like most royalty would have. All of the drama that is there. But let it not be missed upon you as you look upon this, it is for a woman. This group of 100 have just come from the Valley of the Queens. Now, some of you may have heard of the Valley of the Kings who are listening to this now. And maybe you were not necessarily aware of the Valley of the Queens, and this is where they buried their royalty, the queens of Egypt. What is it really that is the truth of all of this? Is it actual that women were built for and born for the idea that they would have more intuition and be spiritual leaders? And the answer is yes. Just like they are built for and born for the raising of children. And any one of you who raises children, no matter what gender, knows the role of the mother is primary. It's not only because she gave birth or fed her child. It's because she is the one with the compassion first. She has the intuition of what the child is going through and what the child needs next. Even if you're a male, and I have said this before, up to a certain age, if there's any issues or trouble or things at school, you go to your mom. These are the tools that I speak of, and this is the honoring that we continue to speak of as we sit here outside in public on a wall I have sat on before. My message is very, very basic here, and then I'm going to pass it to a female. But I want to mention just one thing. There are those perhaps listening to this all over the world, and perhaps even in my country of my partner. That would be the United States. And there would be those who would listen, perhaps the first time you've heard Kryon, and you would say, well, this is all very interesting and very quaint. You're in Egypt, and that was in ancient times. Some would say, well, you know, back then they separated the sexes. You know, they have a place for the women that is separate from the men. Isn't that separatism? And so I'm just going to say it. Those who think you're in modern times and you've solved some of these problems, is it separatism or is it respect of what you see today? Let me ask you, dear American, show me the avenue of first ladies. Show me their libraries. And there are none. Because all of the presidents, although they had first ladies involved, they got the libraries. They got all the honor. And when they were gone, they were gone. And you take a look here at the respect and the tombs and the care that has gone into honoring the feminine, the partners of the kings. That's elegant. That's progressive. Think on these things, because they will show something perhaps you'd never thought of before. Perhaps there ought to be a return to this even in your country.